Fala pessoal, Léo Cavalcante, jornalista do BlockTrends aqui. Só tô passando para avisar que essa é apenas uma das partes, tá, das minhas entrevistas na Consensus. Se você quiser assistir a matéria completa, vou deixar o link na playlist com todos os vídeos aqui na descrição. Um abraço e um bom vídeo.
So, I'm with Fiat, CEO of BlockTrends, a huge investment firm, venture capital. It's huge, and I'd like to know what are your expectations in crypto market these years, and what you guys are looking forward.
So first of all, just to clarify, we do make many investments. We have over 500 investments already, but we're actually not a typical venture capital firm. We're actually operating business. So we build games and products and services. But out of our balance sheet, we make lots of investments because we want to help really grow the Web3 ecosystem space, right? So, and some of the big narratives that we like to build on right now, I mean, gaming is a big one, right? Gaming, we think, is going to be one of the key ways in which we bring Web3 adoption, right? People who play video games already understand currency a little bit, virtual assets. So it's an easy onboarding that we see. And from, the other area that we focus a lot on is education. So with Open Campus, EDU is a really big area. We think, education is a $5 trillion market. So we can hopefully sort of make big changes and disrupt it with blockchain. And then in terms of ecosystems, we think TON is a really important ecosystem because of Telegram, right? So if you think about the fact that many of these games that we see today, distribution was really difficult in Web3 because Apple and Google did not allow blockchain Web3 games very openly. But Telegram is okay. So, platforms like Gaming, they have over 1.7 million daily active users now in gaming, in Web3 gaming, but because it's on Telegram. So I guess what I'm saying is that there's many elements there that we can see narratively grow in the space, and I think distribution is being broadly solved with platforms like Telegram using TON. So that's some of the things we're working on. So education, gaming, and the TON ecosystem.
Do you think that we are seeing over farming kind of scenario on airdrops, or
no? I don't think so. I don't think so. Let me explain to you. I mean, that doesn't mean that there might be some farming might not be valuable. Okay, just to be clear, right? And might not be worth it. I get it. However, I don't think farming is dead at all. In fact, I think it will only grow over time. To us, airdrop is marketing. So meaning that how do you gain attention? How do you promote a product? So in Web2, you would spend money on Apple, Google, Facebook. Right? You spend billions of dollars. In gaming, we spend $100 billion a year on advertising. And we pay Apple, Google, Facebook. And what do they pay them for? To bring us users, right? But what happens to the money we pay Apple, Google, and Facebook? None of it goes to the gamer. And none of it goes into the game industry. So we don't think it's a good way. It's a good trade. But in Web3, instead of using Apple and Facebook, we just give money to the end user directly. Right? But before, we didn't know how to do that very well. The industry basically allowed bots to do that, right? So that wasn't good. But now, because in gaming, you have to work, you have to go to level 1, level 2, level 3. You have to prove not just that you're human, but you also have to prove that you're good at what you're doing, or that you created valuable work, so that you could receive benefit in those tokens. So it's better for the game company because they create better network effects. It's better for the gamer because they get value in exchange, right? Right? And so I think of airdrops and farming basically as reverse marketing. Right? So if you believe that Web3 is going to grow, I think airdrops will grow because you have to promote it. And so I know some people say, oh, airdrops is like free money and it's not valuable. I don't agree because you have to be able to spend money to bring attention. Right? And I think it's much smarter to bring attention to your fans and to your audience than to bring attention to a platform that extracts from you.
And I'd like to know too, if your guys, if any BlockTrends or BlockTrends is looking to Bitcoin ecosystems.
Oh yeah, we are. Our studio in Paris, in France, Darewise, in Life Beyond. We've done a lot of stuff there in terms of the Bitcoin ecosystem, and particularly when it comes to ordinals and inscriptions. And we've also made investments in companies that are doing basically Bitcoin related ecosystems. So yes, Bitcoin to us is one of the most important Web3 ecosystems So of course we want to participate in that.
And for the final question, we were talking about just now about Brazil market. Right?
Yes.
So can you tell me more about what you think about not just Brazil market, crypto market, but the whole Latin America crypto market?
So first of all, I mean, I think Latin America is one of the best crypto-related markets, right? I mean, because you need it, right? Whether it's because of the country, because of the currency, because of government, because of institutions, but also I think of crypto and Web3 as one of the great equalizers of opportunity for everyone, right? In other words, how do you become a stakeholder? How do you become a property, sort of have digital property in Web3, and who benefits most of it? And it's going to be people like in Latin America, because you have also a large audience that really is not financially included. And, you know, it's hard for them to even have a bank account. It's like in the Philippines, for instance, right? But actually, you could do that with crypto and Web3. You can have financial inclusion. You can teach them about capitalism. You can give them value. Right? So I think it's really important from that perspective. Also, as a culture, I think, whether it's Brazil or Latin America, like we have with Sandbox, you know, and Uruguay, almost 300 people working in Latin America, right? And they understand the need for crypto. They understand that value. And I think it's also a well-educated population. So it's not difficult to explain to them, right? They see it, right? And you know, take a look at Miami. Miami, sometimes I describe Miami as the Hong Kong of Latin America. It's like the business hub where a lot of people travel and get to and whatever, but you know, outside of the continent. And that influence of crypto in, you know, the crypto capital of America is Miami. Why? Because of Latin America, right? So I feel that there's a sort of a relationship already about an awareness in the space which is very friendly to Web3. So yes, we're very excited about it. We've made multiple investments in different companies over there. As I said, we have, you know, a lot of people working in Latin America with Sandbox, for instance. So we love the market. We think it's great. And, you know, the culture is fantastic as well. So we love Brazil.
Okay, thank you very much, Ed.
Thank you.
So, hey guys, I'm with Paul from IETIR. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'd like to know, Paul, what do you do in IETIR, and a quick brief of what's the roadmap of the company right now?
Sure, yeah. So I'm the Chief Revenue Officer of Aether. I've been in the games industry for about 25 years, free to play, and then I got into Web3 gaming. What I started to realize was there was a lot of friction when it comes for new users to discover games. You know, whether it comes to user acquisition or also platform fees. You can see the games industry in Web 2 is starting to, have some issues around this. So Aether, actually, yeah, I mean, we're a decentralized cloud infrastructure platform. Essentially, like our roadmap is right now, we've been working with a lot of different Web3 companies. A couple of weeks ago, we just announced a deal with Magic Eden. We're doing that, you know, we're working with platforms, we're working game companies, and obviously a lot of AI companies. I think, you know, the GPU is finite as a resource. So what we do is, we take underutilized GPU. We can have a supplier put it on our platform. If they're utilizing it like at a rate of 10% and they've already paid for it, we can, basically index it, check it, mediate it, and expose it to game developers and AI app developers.
Yep. And you said Brazil is a huge market for you guys. And why is that?
Brazil is really interesting to me personally because I've been in gaming for a long time. As an FPS market, it's huge. I think also, if you look at kind of like high-end metrics, let's just say, yes, I mean, there's about 3.4 billion gamers on the planet. 2.8 billion of those are playing on low-end devices. So if you take a market like Brazil, there might be people that might not have like the best PC. What Aether does is we democratize and decentralize all of that. So you can play an Unreal Engine 5 game, for example, on your iPad or your Mac. These are the kind of innovations and supporting technology and supporting game developers that want to reach markets like Brazil and others that I think, our platform is really well suited for. Yeah.
And for the final question, I'd like to know if you already have some DGen question for our DGen viewers.
Yeah.
Right. So did you guys already have talked to tier 1 exchange or something like like that? Do you have plans to release on?
Yeah, great question, by the way. So I'm our CEO and the other members of the team handle this, but essentially, yes. I mean, we're in due diligence with some of the top tier exchanges. I think that the community will be pretty happy in the way that we're going to roll everything out. I think it's also been we've been at this for quite some time, and again, like I said, we have customers and we have traction and we have a platform. So all of this starts getting super interesting for the market coming up in the next few weeks.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
E aí, pessoal, estão curtindo as entrevistas? Ó, eu vou deixar aqui na tela uma playlist com todas as entrevistas que eu fiz lá no evento da Consensus, tá? Então corre lá.